Hey ho, it's off to work we go with a bucket and spade and a hand grenade. Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. Now just a minute, boys and girls, I've got to go see something. You've got no clothes on. That was fantastic. Sorry boys and girls, but Winky's in the bath. Oh, what a great morning we're going to be having today. Well, you're not, I am. Okay, on the DAX. And a warm welcome to one and all. For those of you not seen me before, my name is Langers and I am the overgrown child that is the Scruffy trader. And behind me you might hear a lot of water splashing about, and that's because the love of my life, Winky, has decided that she's washing her hair and God knows what. She knows I'm going on the camera, but she always makes a noise and a mess. Maybe she wants to do herself up to be star of the show.
Splendid girl, and so helpful. Do you know she's been showing me how to stick the pole up?
Well, to be honest, she is the star of the show. Star of my show. Because the one thing that trading does is I get to spend a lot of time with her and doing the things that I like. And one of them's having a cup of coffee, and the other one is playing with Winky.
You dirty old man.
So, well, that's not why you're here. Well, then again, you might be, actually. It depends on your persuasion. We're here for charts and trading. Now, it's kind of mid-morning, Monday. I don't particularly like trading much on a Monday. I find it a hard day. And today is definitely going to be a hard day, because there's a lot of bank holidays for US Independence Day, all that sort of thing. So there's a lot of exchanges are going to be very quiet. So I'm looking at indices. So let me flip the screens on and I shall show you. Now this morning I gave a trade idea out to the Scruffy squad. That is there, the DAX. It's exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. And why? Because we're having a chat this morning and the guys have kind of decided that Forex is off the plate today, and they are right. And I am so glad that they are listening to basically sitting on your hands, because there was a time when a lot of the guys, they would be at it. I'm here. Give me a trade. I need a trade. Trading isn't about that. Trading is about patience and waiting, you know. And that's something that we discuss constantly in all of this sort of thing. Again, there you are. There's Warren. Little salute to you, my friend. Quoting my favourite quote. Know thyself. It is the beginning of wisdom. And that is the fact, because if you can conquer yourself, you'll conquer the charts. Doesn't matter what system you're using, it's yourself that is the problem. Okay, so let me just pull this aside and show you what I'm looking at. It's zoned out. I'm going to be using a push today, which is a little more than an 8 EMA. There's a couple of other bits and pieces to it on this side that I need to keep an eye on. But essentially, it is the 8. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the camera running. I am going to the short side. I've already, as I've just shown you on that screen, told the guys why I'm going short. Full reasons, top-down approach. Because don't trade off a single time frame. You know, you don't just flick the 5 minute on and go, off we go. You know, it's not as simple as that. I've just taken them right down from the monthly down to a 5 minute. putting all the pieces together. And that's what trading is. It's a puzzle. You take a little clue from here, a little clue from there, and you start adding weight to your argument till the point where you think your argument is watertight, and then you trade it, rather than just switching on the screens thinking, well, I've seen a course and they say when this moving average crosses here and that one crosses there, I have to get in, and then I'm going to have a Lamborghini.
You ding-dong!
Because I'm intelligent.
Oh, make it stop.
God help me. No, it's not that simple at all. You need to be able to read it. There's an element of discretion on every single trade. The swing trades I do are pretty much mechanical, but their hit rate is nowhere near as good as my day trading. And the reason, I don't know what happens next week, but I can pretty much work out what's happening in the next sort of couple of hours. So this is getting ready to rock. What I'll do is I'll shut my gob, which is a bit of a feat of engineering for me really, because as Winky often calls me, gob on legs. Well, actually, she calls me a lot worse when I think about it. Oi, Wink! Yeah? Are you going to be insulting me today? Why? Oh, well, there's a shocker. Are you going to be nice to me today? Oh, what's nice? No, I mean really nice. Way! Oh, that's no good. You put your clothes back on. I might have wanted to see them like out. Sorry.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I'm going to have a moment. Oh dear, a couple of outstanding qualities there. Oh dear me. Right, let's make some money. I'll just leave this running. You'll see the orders starting to come in. It is going to be short. What I'm ideally looking for is the price to push over the top of the 8 EMA, and then I'm going to use the 8 EMA to kind of guide the trade, but I say guide loosely, because moving averages are good and they can kind of give you an idea, but bear with me just a second. There's the door. What's that?
The parcel next.
Important stuff.
It is? You're right.
Buying things again. Sorry. Right, okay. Back to normal.
Cheeky fuckers.
Ish. What was I saying? Moving averages. Oh, God, what a day. Right. Nothing scripted. It's all real life. This isn't ready, so I can arse about as much as I like. And what you're looking at is two zones. That one and that one. Alright? And this is a midpoint just to balance it out, if you like. I want this to come to the downside. Is it ready? No, not yet. I'm expecting it to tag this and roll over. Then I'll be making a choice. I am either going to use the moving average as a trigger, or I'm just going to use it as an entry point. It all depends on the makeup of the candles at the time. I was trying to badly explain moving averages before the door rang, and I genuinely thought it was the guy to come and do some work on the house. No, it was Winky spending a bloody fortune again. There's a shocker. A woman spending money. Are you allowed to say that in a minute? Ah, bollocks, I'm not even PC.
If you can't take a little bloody nose, maybe you ought to go back home and crawl under your bed.
But the moving average is lagging, even if you've got a fast moving average like an 8. So what I've done is essentially I've worked my way down through it. I've used some moving averages as a filter to get an idea of direction. I've also used multi-time frame and the way the market is sort of behaving to get an idea of direction. Cage the price in here and here, and now I'm just looking for a logical entry. Now that logical entry can be a cross of the moving average here. It can also be a tag of that and then put your entry underneath it. Many different things. At the moment I still think this is going to push a little bit to the upside, and I'm going to wait. So that's what I'm going to do. And like I say, I'll run the camera and then I'll come back to you at the end and I'll explain it, because the thing with trading is it's not X marks the spot. You've just got to trade what you see, and it's as simple as that. Never what you think, trade what you see. So I've gone down through the time frames, confirmation, 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 and then on to 5 minutes to enter. So I'll see you on the other side. Okay guys, it's been a long old day today. It's 25 to 8 at night, and this has been running since, well, mid-morning, and as we can see, it's done sod all. It's just rattled up and it is holding. Got a bit scary at one point because I got very, very close to where I would start to be scaling this out, which is here. As soon as it breaks that, I'll be looking to start shutting positions down, and when it gets to the zone above it, that's it, game over. Now, the premise of the trade is still the same, which is why I'm watching it. And this is one of the things with trading. It's why X doesn't mark the spot, as I was alluding to earlier on. None of us knows what the future is. We can just take best guess and then manage that within a framework, and that's what you're seeing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch it off. I'll do an update in the morning, and we'll see whether it's won, lost, or indifferent, or still going, for that matter, because you never know. And well, we'll just see. So I'll call it a night, and we'll see what happens in the morning. Morning guys, hope you're well. This is an update from the trade that was started yesterday. As we can see, it has thumped down, and it's kind of come into the zones that were pre-marked and shown. So let's see if Langers is a happy boy. Yes, he is. He is incredibly happy, because that means I can do sod all for the rest of the week. The plan worked. And why did it work? Because I held my nerve, essentially. And that's the thing. I set the trade up, did a top-down analysis, kind of worked out what I wanted it to achieve. Yeah, it went against me, and at some point it was sort of, ooh, this is not good. You know, this could be painful. But stayed within the parameters of what I decided to achieve. Left it, and this morning, wallop, straight into target, paid. Simple as that. So if you're going to take anything away from this, is stand by your conviction. Don't be frightened of your trades. Make certain you know where you're going to get out, both loss and win. And alright, if you've got to sit in a bit of heat, you've got to sit in a bit of heat. But don't start moving your stops about and things like that. I mean, we all tinker. I tinker as well. But the one thing I don't really tinker with is my stop. My hard stop, once it's in, is in. The only way it moves is tightening. My mental stop, on the other hand, does fluctuate. Because it's exactly what it says it is. It's a mental stop. So I'll draw a line in the sand, and as soon as I see it, I'll make decisions at that point. But ultimately, I guess once you commit to a trade, commit to it. Don't be frightened of it. Commit. And I suppose be choosy. And that will help you. So if you don't think this is going to hit your target, don't enter it. Simple as that. You know, wait for a one that you think has a good opportunity of hitting your target. So there we go. So the boys in the scruffs. Yeah, took a bit longer than I thought, but it did pretty much what I told you in that update. So I'm going to have an easy week this week because this is paid out fantastic. And that's the thing. Only here to be paid. Don't need to be a hero and give it all away. As soon as I've got it, fine. Just take the foot off the accelerator and coast. So there we go. Have yourselves a good one. Trade well. Keep your risk managed. But above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.